been doing this for almost 10 years on social media. Become a part of Creator Academy here on Facebook to learn more from Lester. I've seen so much growth automatically already.
I think you had your best month last month, right?
I think it was just under 6,000, I want to say. And we're seeing multiple videos crack the 100,000 view mark. I had one I just posted less than 24 hours ago. It's already over 1 million views.
Facebook is going to surpass every single social media platform that whatever it is you're making on YouTube and TikTok, you'll make more money from Facebook. I guarantee you that.
Lester's built a powerful program. The community is fantastic, supportive.
For the people who don't know who you are, tell us a quick 30-second intro, who you are, what type of content you make and all that.
Self-taught content creator in the political commentary space. Been doing this for almost 10 years on social media. Took it upon myself to actually bet on myself for a change and become a part of Creator Academy here on Facebook to learn more from Lester. I've seen so much growth automatically already just by applying what he's taught me, which you've taught me, I should say. I'm looking forward to actually getting a little bit deeper to figure out how I can further scale this to where I want it to be to get the best possible results.
How long have you been, I know you said 10 years, but focusing on Facebook mainly, how long have you been focused just on Facebook?
Facebook for me blew up, I want to say probably around 2019, 2020. That's when I got a couple of super viral videos. So created the Facebook page and I was happy with it, but I didn't really know what direction I was going with it. I did a weekly live stream and beyond that, I would post maybe once every 3 days. But probably about a year ago, I started taking it really seriously and realizing the potential, realizing just how many viewers there are on Facebook and how many people I can reach if I structure my content more effectively and really apply myself to it. So I've been throwing myself into it, making a lot more videos that are better for the platform, and I'm seeing those results pay off very quickly.
I saw the post in the community, in the group community that we have. I think you had your best month last month, right?
Yep, it was a little over, I think it was just under 6,000, I want to say, overall.
Nice. Is that a split between video and text, photos, and all that stuff, or just the overall revenue for the page was that?
Yeah, well, all rolled into one. Of that, I think a little bit of that was from TikTok, actually, just applying the same thing as you taught me. Yeah. But about half of that just did come from Facebook. But already this month, we're already about halfway to passing the previous month. So all that to say that everything's working well, and it's getting a lot easier to see what that really looks like moving forward.
In terms of, I know before I kind of saw what you were doing before, but you never run any ads before for your page, right?
Yep.
And this is the first time, once you joined the Creator Academy, you decided to jump into ads. What's been the experience of learning how to run ads? Because I know it's a little scary. Some people don't like running ads. They think that if I run ads, my reach is going to go down, my engagement is going to go down, Facebook is not going to push my videos. So what's been your experience with that?
If you're in my particular niche, talking about social issues, there's a few extra hoops you have to jump through. So I actually had to wait for a good, I think it was about 6 weeks after I learned through the modules, how to run ads properly. Then I had to go through a few extra steps, confirming identity and whatnot, getting to the point where I can actually start running ads. But the step-by-step process, if I'm creating ads now, since I'm still new to it, I'll go back and watch the video module and go step by step to make sure I'm doing it right. But they've yielded phenomenal results. A lot of my viewers, actually over 90% of my viewers, are in the United States. So being able to deliver those ads to those individuals, and it's resulting in a very low cost per click-through, if you will. And I'm seeing those results start to snowball, in addition to just the organic views that I've seemed to continue to be getting, where we've got videos now that are being pushed to the right people consistently. And we're seeing multiple videos crack the 100,000 view mark. I had one I just posted less than 24 hours ago. It's already over 1 million views. So the views are coming, to the attention, and the eyeballs are coming. I have to keep feeding that content machine, but that's what we're going to pick our brains on today.
By the way, did you go through the text and monetization module, the photos and all that stuff?
Yep. And I'm applying that as well.
How's that going so far?
It's going well. There's a lot of testing that has to take place. Certain things work better, I think, for maybe different pages. I know for my page in particular, I've found a good mix is probably about 2 videos per day and then 3 to 4 posts per day. All that combined together, it keeps viewers engaged with different forms of content, learning how to hook people in, but also be as brief as possible. Because I think one of the things that people sometimes don't always realize is if you just dump a bunch of words into a photo post, people don't want to read it. So keeping it as short and brief as possible is what allows people to stop scrolling for a second, agree, disagree, press share, press like, and keep it moving. So testing that still, but the module has been indispensable in helping.
Actually, you know what? I think over the next 30 days, as you test more and more, you'll figure it out what's actually working. It could be text, it could be photos, it could be a mix of both. But from what I'm seeing, like photos are making as much money as reels and videos. And you know, you've seen like inside of the community, we have people making insane amounts of money, not just from videos, and they're actually making a ton of money from text and photos. So that could be an easy, maybe $5,000-$10,000 per month on top of whatever it is you're making with video, especially at the growth, because 300,000, you're already at 310, I think you said?
Yeah, we went from 300,000 3 days ago to we just hit 310 like literally a few minutes ago. When I joined Creator Academy, we were at 276.
What's the goal over the next 6 months? Let's talk like goal setting. Let's talk money wise, followers. What's the goal? What are you trying to do?
I'm going to dream big. I'm going to say that I would love to crack 5 figures per month through social media with Facebook and whatnot, using all the tools from Creator Academy. I'd love to crack 10,000 a month on a consistent basis. And from a follower perspective, there's nothing that says I can't hit between 500,000 and 1 million by the end of this year. So maybe another 6 months. So by the end of the year, I definitely am hoping to be in a much better world, but that's going to depend on how well I employ the strategies that we talked about today.
Did you ever thought that talking about making 5 figures per month from social media was possible before? Have you seen other people doing those type of numbers?
Not particularly, no. You always have the pipe dream and you hear about those success stories, but you always think that it's like winning the lottery. But it's really not like winning the lottery. It's just about being diligent, being persistent, and being consistent, and showing up and betting on yourself and investing in that time to create the best product for your audience and your niche. The views have come from that, and they're going to continue to come.
That's the beauty about being a part of a community, of seeing other people who are making way more money than you, that it is possible to make that type of money. So once you see other people making $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 per month, you're like, I can also do this. It's not impossible. If they're doing it, they're not special. I can also do it. So let's talk about some of the things that like you're struggling with right now. What's something that I can help you with that you might be considering? I know you're doing reaction content now. So what's something that you believe that you need the most help in order to reach that goal in the next 6 months?
I'm an aesthetics guy, attention to detail guy. So I want my videos to come through well when I do produce them. A lot of times I see because I'm just now dipping my toes into the reaction genre. There's a plethora of videos I could react to, particularly in my own niche, but I'm trying to figure out, do I do a top and bottom type orientation, where sometimes with the way you upload to Facebook, because Facebook likes the 4:5 aspect ratio. If I was to publish a 9:16 aspect ratio, which is what you use for TikTok, then Facebook's going to mask out the top and bottom parts unless you click on the video. So my thought was, why couldn't I do a side-by-side where I have maybe even just like half of my body, if you will, and then I have a cutout of the content I'm reacting to on the right side. So that way when I upload it, it's already in 4:5, already essentially full screen. It could translate better for the viewings.
That's great that you mentioned that, because I can show you some examples of my own reaction content that I've done in the past. And I do have some examples on my channel on YouTube that you can watch, but it doesn't really apply to Facebook. But I do want to show you how like the different formats that I've used. You can test them out to see which one works best for you. I have both. Like if you're doing something like TikTok or Facebook Reels, I think it's always best to do it something like this, as you can see, which is top and bottom. The hook is the most important. You can see the captions in the middle of the video. You always want to have the captions in the middle of the video because, when you're browsing, you want to make sure that people are reading those captions. Now, if you have the hook at the top of the video, that's the best way to go. Now, that's one format. The other one might be something like this, where essentially you start playing the video and you have yourself in the little corner perhaps, and you're reacting to what's going on within the video. That's if you want to show the whole video. But like I said, there's multiple ways that you can do it. You don't really have to do it one way or the other. You can just test. This is the same thing. It's just me on the bottom, then the video on the top, and then we have the actual hook on top of the video. Now, when it comes to like how to do it for Facebook video and Facebook Reels, it's best if you repurpose the same video. If you're gonna do top and bottom, do top and bottom for Facebook Reels, but also do top and bottom for the regular 4:5 video, because it's gonna be way easier to just stretch it out in the editing process and just make it fit for Facebook Reels and the other format. And also something that you really have to keep in mind is that whenever you're reacting to something, make sure that, I would say music is one of the most important aspects. Make sure it doesn't have any music. Make sure you lower the volume of whatever it is. Like, you want to insert yourself in the reaction first and talk about what we're about to see. And like in your niche, there's so many videos that you can react to. Like you have unlimited content. That's the beauty about your niche, because you can talk about anything you want and you can find like 10,000 videos per day that you can react to. So you always want to have your face at the bottom. Maybe you can put yourself on the top, but just find a balance, or in always the captions in the middle, and do it for both Facebook Reels and 4x5 video. And that way it's a lot easier to edit the videos, because if you do one format for 4x5 video where you have yourself in a circle, then you have to re-edit that video for a Facebook Reel, which is going to be a little bit more editing and it's going to take you more time. Right now, what you need is to do it as quickly as possible and get those reactions done as quickly as possible. The way I did those is very simple. Recorded myself essentially looking at the video on the computer, and then I simply match those reactions, like my reaction, with the original video, and I place the hook, the text hook of whatever it is that I'm reacting to, like in the middle of the video or maybe the top, and that's it.
Yep, that should be very easy to replicate. I'm doing my editing myself still. I think I'm getting close to the point where I could possibly consider having someone that I outsource editing to. The good news is I'm already well versed in using, the Canva. I'm using even ChatGPT to an extent to kind of figure out and flesh out those ideas. And I think that that's something I'm just going to continue to experiment with over these next probably next month or two.
Here's a little tip that can help you figure it out. Is it worth it to hire a video editor or not? I've done this myself. You can time yourself editing the videos, like the reaction videos. Let's just say you want to outsource the reaction content. You can time yourself. How long does it take me to edit this video? Does it take me 30 minutes, 45 minutes, whatever it is? And then you post that video, do it for the first 5 videos. Post that video, see how much money that video makes for you on Facebook in the next 7 days. Does it make at least 50 bucks? If it makes 50 bucks, then you can take 50% of the profit that those videos make for you, and you can hire someone that can edit those videos for 25. So now you're saving yourself an hour, 2 hours per day, where all you gotta do is just shoot content, send it to someone who can follow those templates. Remember, we're building those templates so they can easily follow those templates, and you can just pump out 2, 3, 4 videos a day easily without you spending 4 hours editing those videos. As long as those videos make 50% more of what it costs you to make the video, you'll be fine. Because you can put 3, 4, 5 videos a day easily, and you can pay someone 25 bucks per video, not per hour. You can pay them per video. You could make 50 bucks, you can make 100 bucks, you can make 200 bucks per video or more if it goes viral. And that's gonna cover your editor, and you don't have to worry about spending 4 hours a day, because I know what you really need is to make content. You don't need to be sitting editing content.
Yep. So with that being as it may, then I know in the modules, I think there was something that you discussed about the right places to look for those editors. Memory serves me correctly, isn't it a place like Fiverr?
Fiverr is one, and these are places to test editors. These are places where you can find, because there's a lot of low quality editors in these places as well. So you want to give them, in the templates that we give you, there's a template that says specifically, hey, you must follow these templates exactly as we have them. And just make sure that when you make that video, that first video, however you want that video to look, this is how my reaction videos are going to look. I want to make sure that you deliver exactly this, because if you just say, I'm looking for a video editor that can edit for me for 25 bucks a day or 25 bucks per video, what's going to happen is they're going to edit the video however they think the video should look. So you got to give them a template so they can follow, and it's like a factory. Every time you just send them a video, they know exactly what needs to be coming out. I do so little revisions on my videos, like you wouldn't even believe. I have a team of video editors, and they know exactly what they need to do. Like, we just send them the video, they follow the templates, and we might have to maybe change the hook or something like that. Very simple editing. It's not complicated. So it kind of saves yourself a lot of time by going back and forth with the video editor, and they have to come up with their own ideas on how the video should look. So as long as you have this is what my video should look like, this is how much I'm willing to pay you, and you're making a profit on the video of at least 50% more of what it costs you to edit that video, you'll be fine, because you can pump videos nonstop.
So reaction is one, and that's great. As far as my pre-existing content, I'm experimenting because I'm getting back into YouTube as well. And, I have like a really nice handheld gimbal that I use when I go on walks out and about. And I'm getting better at delivering longer videos that I can then chop up. But also what I've been doing is I record a video in landscape mode and record a video in portrait mode. So 2 separate videos. Do you think that I should consider just trying to film ultra wide lens in landscape mode, horizontal, if you will?
Yeah, at this moment, I would say that's your best bet, because you don't have a team. Eventually, you will have a team, but right now, that's the best approach. Shoot content for YouTube first, and then you take that. It's much easier to go from here to here to here than trying to just record a video like this, and then you record a video that you also need to repurpose to TikTok and all these places. So just make the content for YouTube first, and then take that and just, chop it into little clips that you can monetize for Facebook Reels and just regular videos. And it's gonna be way easier for you.
After I put all that in place, what I'm hoping to get to is a point where I can just be essentially filming that reaction content on the side. But then there's also some things that happen. I mean, in my niche particularly, things develop rapidly and things require very quick video turnaround. So I'm wondering if it's smart to have a video editor, yes, for those almost like everyday type evergreen videos, but then also still be willing to set up my recording equipment and record a video real fast to respond to something that's happening right then and there? Or would that necessarily compromise the integrity of the entire project because you're seeing two different editing styles at that point?
Not really, because the thing is, people are following you because of you. I know you have a personal brand already. They want to hear your opinion. So they don't really care how you deliver that opinion. Of course, you want to deliver that as best as possible. Make sure it looks nice. It sounds nice. We know that. But for those breaking news stories that I know you get on a daily basis, that you need to jump on even your phone, you can just grab your phone and say, hey, this is happening right now. We got to talk about this, right? Those things, upload them. Don't even think about it, because honestly, you're probably going to benefit way more by doing that, by just jumping on the moment, because those stories can die in 24 hours. This is why I don't tell every single creator the same advice, because it just depends on your niche, your topic, how quickly you need to get those videos out there. For some, like I have creators who spend a week editing one video because they need to like shoot many different types of locations and all this stuff. So it's very complicated. In your case, if you hear something that's breaking right now, get it out there as quickly as possible. And you get it out there in 3 different formats. You get it out there with a video, you get it out there with a Facebook Reel, and you get it out there with a text in a photo or something. You can just say, this is what's happening now. Even before you release the video, you can just take a selfie. Hey guys, this just happened. I'm about to drop, you can put that in the description. I'm about to drop a video on this. And you just make your video, and then you follow up with the video, and that's gonna be twice the monetization format. It's like piggybacking of the trending, the breaking news of whatever it is that's happening. And your niche is like whoever gets there first gets the most views. That's what it is.
Now, one other thing, when I upload a video, for example, a 4 or 5 aspect ratio video on Facebook, immediately after I press upload, a pop-up appears and it says, try posting this as a reel. And most of my content, it's going to be under 90 seconds or whatever the Facebook reel cutoff is. But I can't, whenever I tried it out, it's just like it shows 2 different posts. So it shows the real post on top of the other post. I'm pretty sure I know the answer. I want to hear it from you though. Whenever I see that on my page, it drives me crazy. Because I'm like, if someone's going to my page, then they're going to see what looks like 2 identical videos. But my impression is that people who are discovering the video aren't going to be discovering it from my page. They'll be scrolling, so it won't look like 2 videos.
Yeah, and the thing is, remember, most people who are browsing your content, they're not browsing your page. They're browsing Facebook. I can guarantee you the video that did 1 million views for you like 24 hours ago, if you check the stats, it's going to be non-followers. So it's going to be less than like 10% of your following. So you don't have to worry about that. So I would say, even if you see that the video and then you got the Facebook Reel on top of it, which is the same video, no one is actually noticing that, because they're not going to your Facebook page, browsing to see what exactly it is you're posting. People don't do that. They just go to the news feed, they start browsing, and you don't even get Reels on the news feed. They have a separate tab just for the Facebook Reels. So when you start browsing your Reels, you get more Reels. Like if you go to the tab section and you start browsing Reels, you will see, like I'll show you right now what I mean. But this is one of the biggest misconceptions, is that if I post the same content as a Facebook video and then a Reel, what's gonna happen? So you can see here, we got the Reels tab on top. I got Reels, and then I got my regular post. I'm browsing my news feed. You can see the videos. It has nothing to do with my actual Reels. Now, if I click on let's say that I click on, this is a Reel, and I start browsing, what am I gonna get? More Reels. That's all I'm getting. I'm not gonna get suggested your Facebook video when I just watched the Facebook Reel of that same video. So you don't even worry about it, because most people are not gonna see it. You're not gonna see, I guarantee you're not gonna see a comment from someone, hey, did you just post it as a Reel? No one's gonna say that.
So I'm gonna start testing that, because essentially that allows you to almost give you the chance to double your earnings if you're doing
Exactly.
a video. And a reel. Yep. Okay. So that's how you get to 10K and up real quick, because that's the next club I want to be a part of.
That's how you get to monetize the exact same video twice without having to create additional content. This is why most people on Facebook, like the top people who are making 40, 50, 60, 70,000 per month, make more money from Facebook than even with a big following on YouTube. They tend to make more money on Facebook. So we're trying to be smart about content. I don't want you to be a slave to making content. That's what we're trying to do. I want you to make content that you enjoy, but at the same time, I want you to make the most money that you can from that same content. And if we have to turn those videos into photos, into stories, into text, into Facebook Reels, we'll do that because we'll make more money doing that. So it just makes sense to do it.
You've answered all my questions. I'm feeling super confident. Now it's just a matter of putting it into practice. I'm working on patience a little bit. I want to be patient with this process, but I'm also like, all right, let's get these 6 months done so I can look back and laugh at how I was, what I thought about Facebook,
It's just little steps that you'll take, and you start to figure out some stuff. You got the ad stuff working well. Your page is growing well. You're figuring out the content and how to scale now to get to that next level. And your next level is going to be having a team. Like, I see that for you. Having a video editor, perhaps page manager that can create additional text posts for you. You can use AI, like we show in the module, to create additional content. So you'll definitely be able to hit those numbers. And most likely, Facebook is going to surpass every single social media platform that whatever it is you're making on YouTube and TikTok, you'll make more money from Facebook. I guarantee you that.
I'm here for it. Well, thanks, Lester. I couldn't do it without you. I'm just, like I said in the beginning, I'm just happy that I bet on myself and took the plunge, because, people are always thinking, is it worth it? If anybody out there is watching the videos, I'll tell you, it is more worth it than you can imagine. Lester's built a powerful program, and the community is fantastic, supportive, all good people in different niches that we're all rooting for each other. So I can't recommend this enough. And thanks, Lester, for all you do.
All right, man. Thanks. Have a great afternoon, and we'll talk soon. All right.